Les coups, ça fait mal, mais ça forge. On a des lions, pas les chats dans la gorge. I'm gonna let you finish.fr. I am far from a Kanye West fan. I will admit that guy from Chi-Town does have a couple of memorable zingers. Speaking of Chicago, Négresse Française, Point Québec. My first, last, and only trip to Chicago was following the big school shooting in Parkland. I was working for a major news outlet that you may have heard of, an online news outlet, as a JRE, essentially a video journalist on CDD. And I went to Chicago to do a reportage solo on gun violence and teen activism against gun violence. I went to interview anti-gun teens in Chicago who were going to meet with the Parkland teens who were just victims of a huge school shooting at Merici and Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. It was the big news of Valentine's Day in 2018. So I ended up going on an assignment to Chicago by myself with the news outlet I was working for at the time as a business traveler, solo JRE in Chicago. One of the worst business trips of my entire life. I was treated so horribly. My first, last, and only trip to Chicago. I hope to never return. Cab drivers, hotel staff were completely rude and fascio beyond belief. And this is Chicago. I never knew that people treated other people as horribly as they did. And I had a corporate card. More than capable of paying my way. Black, white, Asian, what have you in Chicago treated me like complete shit as a business traveler, journalist from a major news outlet you've heard of. I interviewed one girl in the south side of Chicago I thought was weird. The only thing she had in her room was a huge Marilyn Monroe poster. And she's a black girl who's maybe about 15 years old. I'm like, wow, weird. Americans. Especially in Chicago. Not how I was raised. Bref.